Friday. So the first thing I'm going to go through is the purple folder. And if anytime you need to pause or rewind, feel free to do so. So the first thing that's in your folder is our first book order. So there are a couple flyers for Scholastics. You can place your order online. This is my teacher code and the due date is September 4th. So the due date is this Friday. So make sure you get those in. The next sheet is the Pledge of Allegiance. If you haven't already done so, and this is something you would like to do, on the back, that is the Pledge of Allegiance. You can practice saying it. And then on the front, those are directions. So growing up, when you are filming, make sure you put your phone horizontal and you can see the child in it. Because if you do it vertical, it's going to be real zoomed up when I put them in the news. And then you can email me the video. Next is our September calendar. You're going to follow along with our pattern this month on here. You can go ahead and use those markers that were in the last pickup to create your pattern. This can go in your calendar folder, your yellow folder. This sheet also goes in your calendar folder. So you're going to take out the last sheet in your calendar folder and you're going to put this one in the sheet protector because you will be writing on it with those dry erase markers and erasing. So make sure that goes in the sheet protector. Next, we have your very own ticket. So grown-ups, if you could cut these out so we cut on the lines, or your child can cut them out, just make sure they're cutting on the lines. These are their tickets for their very own Ferris wheel. So you have a Ferris wheel on one side and then a 120s chart on the other side. So you can cut these all up, store them in a baggie, which I put in here, a little snack size baggie. You can put them all up in here, and so your child can follow along with our Ferris wheel song. Then you have first grade checklist sight words. These are all of the sight words for the entire year. That's why I have included in your materials bag a pack of index cards. I want you to write them on there. So grown-ups, you can write them on there nice and neat, or kids, you can write them nice and neat on the index cards. You have the markers that you can write on that I gave out last week. You can write them on there. So here are all your sight words, and you can write them on the index card. This yellow sheet, this stapled yellow sheet is from Miss Baskier. This is your art lessons for the month. So make sure you pay close attention to that. And the next thing, we have our very first journal. This is called a phonogram journal, and I'll be talking to you more about what and how you're going to fill out this phonogram journal. You can go ahead and start by writing your name. You can use those markers that I gave out, and you can write your name. All right, the last things that are in this purple folder is all your on your own work for this month. It's all in here, and you could keep it in here, okay? Because during the next pickup on September 25th, you're going to bring back this whole folder of your completed work. So keep all of your work in here. All right, next, let's go through the materials bag. So I did say you were given some index cards. Those are for your high frequency words. This little snack size bag is for your tickets. After you cut them all out, you can keep them in there. The next thing that we have is math manipulative. So you should have one 100 block, 10 10 sticks, and 10 ones. So you should have 10 ones. Okay, now these are very tiny, so make sure you keep them in the bag, especially if you have pets at home or you have younger siblings at home. Please, please, please make sure you keep all of these in the bag so they do not get lost or do not get choked on or eaten, okay? Make sure those stay in there. Next, you are given some reading eyes. So when I tell you to get those pointer fingers out, or maybe you're reading on your own, you put it on like this and you track your words. These are your reading eyes. Next, you're given 2 pencils, and then last, a slinky. You guys got your very own slinky. So when I ask you to stretch out a word, I want you to have those slinkies ready. Go ahead and do it with me. Pat, pat, pat. All right, and then the last thing you are given is our very own class motto. I'm so excited. Hopefully you found a nice spot to put your class motto in. I have mine up on my desk, and we're ready to rock and roll. Let's have a great month.